War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength, according to the Ministry of Truth. I went to the United Nations homepage, and this is the actual homepage right now. This is the main page of the UN. You have a demonic entity right there. Looks like possibly a mark of the beast on the forehead, and a hybrid, obviously, and an androgyne. Ladyboy Gaga and the one world together, all right? So war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. We're all together at home. No, we're all alone. Peace, dignity, and equilibrium. And does that look familiar here? All right, so this is Hathor, an Egyptian goddess, similar to Isis, basically a mother goddess figure, sky deity, mother of Horus. I mean, they're putting this sign right on their forehead, come on. And if you go down, just keeping it real simple here. Adam. Adam. There's Adam. There's androgynous Adam. Okay, so Atom, the creator God who contained all things within himself, produces children, begun the process of creation by masturbating. Ah, that's right. So basically these gods create life without sex. These gods and goddesses, they create life by themselves. Someone who's androgynous is like these gods who can create life without sex. I mean, that's kind of what they believe, right? So if you're a low-life mortal, lower on the food chain, you're either male or female, incomplete, divided, separated. But if you're an androgyne, you're a god, you're a demigod, you're an angel, whatever they think of themselves, they're not normal humans, and they can create life by themselves. And that's part of what the breeding program is going to be, life without sex. The hand of Adam represented the female aspect of himself, right? So again, you have it's a male god, but his hand was the female aspect of himself, and he's just masturbating and creating life by himself, using the female aspect of himself. So this is the androgynous Adam right here. Androgynous Adam, this is the god of of Judaism, this Egyptian god. It's all the same stuff over and over again. The names may change, but the story remains the same. Personified by Hathor. So see, this goddess here is actually the female aspect of the god. Motherhood and queenship. And it's the mother goddess, okay? It's the androgynous, self-generating mother goddess. Isis and Osiris were considered Horus's parents in the Osiris myth as far back as the late Old Kingdom, but the relationship between Horus and Hathor may be older still. Leader of the UN says the recovery from the COVID-19 crisis must lead to a different economy. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because of the seasonal flu, the common cold. We can go back to the world as it was before, or deal decisively with those issues that make us all unnecessarily vulnerable to crisis. Our roadmap is the 2030 Agenda. Remember that? 2030 Agenda and the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. All right, so here's the UN Sustainable Development Goals, 17 goals to transform our world. So they are trying to transform the world. That's what's going on now. They're taking a big step this year. And there's a new thing here called a decade of action. I've never seen this before. This is new. With just 10 years to go, an ambitious global effort is underway to deliver the 2030 promise by mobilizing more governments, civil society, businesses, and calling on all people to make the global goals their own. Ah, yes. Or how about forcing all people to make these goals their own? 10 years to transform our world. Decade of action to deliver the global goals. 2020 needs to usher in a decade of ambitious action to deliver the goals by 2030. The decade of action calls for accelerating sustainable solutions to all the world's biggest challenges, ranging from poverty and gender. One of the world's biggest challenges is gender. Climate change, inequality, closing the finance gap. Everybody must be poor. It's still on the UN homepage here. COVID-19. corona, the crown, and the 9 archangels. That's what that is. And the 10, right? The 10, the I-O, the X. Rights experts highlight LGBTI discrimination, anti-Semitism. Somehow this relates to COVID-19. Not sure how. Trans women from the project Familia Feminas at their home in Lima, Peru. Trans women. So these are all male to female. All of them. Every one of these people is actually a man. They're at risk from COVID-19. Well, they already got the T virus. It's a transdemic. Microsoft pulls ad featuring Marina Abramovic over conspiracy theory. Oh, it's one of those conspiracy theories. Microsoft nixed a commercial featuring Marina Abramovic after it was a bogus conspiracy theory surfaced that the performance artist was involved with Satanism. It's totally bogus. Androgyne, of course. Nobody wants to talk about that.
Madness. Madness.